There are 3 psychological reasons why 95% of prop firm traders will fail in 2024. And in this video, I not only wanted to give you what those 3 reasons are, but give you very specific action steps that you can implement into your trading right now to ensure that you're part of that 5% that get funded, that sustain your funding, and that ultimately get payouts from your funding throughout 2024. So without further ado, let's get into this masterclass. Now, the 3 major reasons are, firstly, because traders are trading with unsustainable habits. They're trading unsustainable time frames, they're doing unsustainable things, and as a result, they may get funded, luckily, but then they're not going to sustain that funding. They're going to lose it the next week, the next month. The second reason is that traders are trading with a greedy mindset. They haven't learned how to manage their psychology. They haven't learned how to manage greed and fear. And as a result, they do things that they wouldn't normally do because they have a lot more capital on the line, because they could potentially get a nice payout, because that payout could pay rent for a month or get them a nice car or whatever it may be. They haven't learned how to manage that greedy psychology. So they may get funded, but they're not going to sustain it. And the third reason is because they're trading these prop firms for the wrong intentions. Now, let's elaborate on this. Unsustainable habits. Traders are trading and living in unsustainable ways when they're trading prop firms. And what they're doing is they've got this funding now and they tend to go down to lower time frames. They start to scalp and they start to trade more. They overtrade. They trade later at night. They trade unsustainable hours, because they're wanting to make more money, because they think that the more they trade, the lower time frame they trade, the more money they're going to make. And that's just simply not true. It's really important when you're building out your trading plan and you're putting together your game plan for managing funded capital to recognize that some of the most important things to consider are longevity and sustainability. Because as a trader, it's not about making money quickly. It's not about being right on the next individual trade, but rather it's about building a process and a system, a trading plan that allows you to show up every single day and execute on your edge if the market presents an opportunity. And ultimately what you want to be doing as a trader is sustaining your success and being in the game for long enough so you can pull and you can extract money from the market in the long run. And for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years, you can do that consistently. Whereas a lot of traders haven't primed their psychology to do that. A lot of traders think they're going to make a lot of money quickly and they go through this boom and bust cycle and ultimately they don't sustain their success. And traders are putting too much time into monitoring and managing trades. So this is what I want you to do. Coming towards the end of this year, heading into next year, I want you to evaluate your habits. I want you to have a look at what you do on a daily basis, the way you trade, right? The things you have in your trading plan. And I want you to ask yourself, have you considered the longevity and the sustainability of these habits? For example, if you're trading way too late at night, or if you're trading way too low of a time frame, or you're risking way too much, are you considering longevity and are you considering sustainability and scalability? Because ultimately, if you can't sustain it, if it has no longevity, if you can't scale it, you really want to be asking yourself the question, why am I doing this now if I'm not going to be doing this on 10 times the amount of capital I'm trading? And it's important to recognize that longevity, sustainability, and scalability are some of the most important things to consider when you're building the foundational parts of your trading, parts of your trading plan. Because ultimately, what you're doing now, you want to be doing on $100,000, $500,000, $1 million of capital and more, which you can very easily get through some of these prop firms. So ask yourself, evaluate your habits, and make sure that what you're doing right now is sustainable, scalable, and you have longevity in mind. The second reason why 95% of prop firm traders will fail is because of their greedy mindset. They're over trading, they're over risking, they're forcing trades. They have this capital now, and they think because there's this carrot dangled in front of them that the more they trade, the more positions they put on, the more size they put on, the more money they're going to make. And that's just simply not true. Remember, trading is about executing a larger sample space. It's about having an edge in a trading plan, then showing up every single day and executing on that edge. It's not about the outcome of an individual trade. And too many traders are focused on the outcome of an individual trade and they get pushed into this greedy mindset. So one of the easiest ways to calm down greed and simultaneously calm down fear is to think in a larger sample space. Instead of thinking about the outcome of the next trade, think about the outcome of the next 10, 20, 50 trades, and start to expand the amount of trades that you take into consideration when you're trading, because you can take a good trade, one that's in alignment with your trading plan. It may not be profitable right now, but if you take that 50 times, it may be profitable 30 times out of 50. And by doing that, you have an edge and you're profitable in the long run. So it's about shifting your mentality away from the individual outcome of an individual trade and thinking about a larger sample space. And so many traders, because now they have more funding under the belt, they're addicted to winning, they're addicted to the money, they're addicted to the outcome. And that's just not the way to sustainably trade in 2024. So what I've done is I've created this free Bulletproof Your Mindset tool. This is a tool that's going to help you ground any outcome-based expectations, unrealistic expectations you have on the outcome of the next individual trade. And it's going to help you bring them to surface. It's going to help you address them, ground them before you get into that position. So you can start thinking more long-term and you make decisions based on your trading plan, not based on your greedy mindset. If you want to get funded, if you want to sustain funding, if you want to get payouts from your funding, you want this Bulletproof Your Mindset tool and you want to be using it before every single trade you take. So go onto the first link in the description, download it, watch the 2 videos that come with that after this particular YouTube video, and start using that tool before every single trade you take. And I guarantee you that's going to make a difference in terms of your profitability, your likelihood of getting funded, your likelihood of sustaining that and getting payouts from it. It's a game changer. Many of my students use that and they tell me every day how much of a difference it's making. The third reason is because they're trading prop firms with the wrong intentions. So many traders come into prop firms to get rich quick. One of the prop firms that I was consulting for as a performance coach, a very popular prop firm, there was one trader in there who wasn't my client, by the way, who failed 50 prop firm challenges in a row before even, he didn't even pass one, 50 challenges in a row. And that very much tells me that there's an addiction to wanting to get rich quick. There's an outcome at the end of that process that they're addicted to and they can't let go of, and they think getting funded is the only way to achieve it. But they don't have the proper processes, they don't have the proper mindset to be able to do that. And they get stuck in this vicious cycle, this vicious loop. I don't want that to be any of you. So don't gravitate to prop firms for quick and easy money. Trading is not easy and it's not quick money. It's just like anything else. It takes time, it takes skill to build the foundational work. It takes time to build a sustainable income through trading because it takes time to build the sustainable foundation. So focus on the foundations of trading. Recognize, and I hate to be the one bursting the bubble here, but recognize that trading isn't something that's going to get you rich quick. Rather, you want to come into trading with your finances taken care of through other sources of income, have cash savings as well, come into trading focused on building an edge, building a trading plan from that edge, mastering your psychology, mastering fear and greed, and consistently executing on that edge every single day when the market presents an opportunity. And when you focus on the process rather than the outcome, what you'll find is that 6 months into your journey, a year into your journey, you start to see your equity curve grow. You start to put more and more funding in there, and you start to see that, I'm actually starting to make a decent amount of money from my trading. First $2,000 a month, and $5,000 a month, and $10,000, and then you pick up more and more funding, and then that $10,000 turns into, you just start adding zeros to that, and you start to scale very, very quickly. But you don't get to that point by focusing on the outcome with a greedy, short-term thinking mindset with the wrong intentions. You get to that point by focusing on the proven processes that are proven to get you results, and then the outcome happens as a result of those proven processes. Okay? So be aware of these 3 reasons why 95% of traders will fail prop firms in 2024. Take the actionable insights I passed to you on this video, especially that Bulletproof Your Mindset tool, and I guarantee you will tilt the scale in your favor of being funded and getting payouts this year. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your trading community and your trading friends, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.